Okay.
Slash them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mmm. Oh yeah, that's the road wave.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
100%. Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming back to Thompson Island. My name is Lou. I'm the executive chef here. I'm here with our brewmaster, Jimmy Baum.
What's going on?
Here for another delicious beer dinner. Have a lot of fun with this. Very St. Patrick's Day theme. Lots of different beverages. Cheers.
Slash up.
So we got a lot going on for you. A lot of flavors. Very excited about this beer dinner. So we're just going to jump right into it. Today,
What's our first course? What do we got?
Our first course is beef and stout ham pies.
Ooh.
So these are pastry pies that we stuffed with a beef, braised beef blend that we have. Our house cosmic onions roasted in, a bunch of root vegetables, herbs, spices, just like cooked down with the Cosmic Cow.
Yes.
Just slow braise, and then we add that as the filling into the pastry dough. Glaze with some butter and bake those off. So you got this flaky pastry filled with this almost kind of shepherd's pie-ish like stew filling. And then underneath it we have a little bit of our cosmic onions just to kind of add for a little bit of more depth of flavor. Really light but also heavy and delicious with us in St. Patrick's. It's like robust stew style dough.
That sounds like when I was living in Britain, I'd have those pastry pies all the time. I love them, so good. I can't wait to have that. And of course, it only makes sense that we're going to pair that then with Cosmic Cow. It's a St. Patrick's Day beer dinner. We got to open up with our stout. So yeah, this is a wonderful sweet stout or milk stout. So it's not quite as charry and roasty as some stouts. It's more of like a mocha, chocolate, iced coffee, quite light and, well not light, but a little bit more refreshing, easy going. It's gonna pair great with that meat pie. And I'm gonna be using Cosmic Cow in so many places in that anyway as well. It's just gonna be fantastic.
Just cosmic on cosmic, word on cosmic.
You gotta start it off right, man. St. Patrick's Day.
No,
absolutely.
Yeah. And savory pastries are such a fun thing too.
Oh, they're great. Yeah. What's our second course?
So moving on to our second course after the ham pies, we're on to a rustic root salad. So this isn't a salad in the traditional sense where it's just like a bunch of lettuce and toppings on top. This is a salad of a bunch of roasted root vegetables tossed up together in a light vinaigrette. Very flavorful. You got your carrots, you got your fennel, you got your golden beets. Those out for sweetness and flavor as well. But then you also have Brussels sprouts, red onion, parsnip that just like add that like earthiness. And all of it tossed up together with the sweet ginger vinaigrette. So all of that combined with the fennel just really ties into the beer that it pairs with.
Yeah. So we got a really special beer that we're pairing this with this time. It's Witbier, which is a Thai spiced Witbier. It was designed by our sous chef, Joe. And so it's like very culinary nature. Imagine like a Belgian style Witbier, and then we infused it with lemongrass, ginger, and Thai basil. So it's got a nice little whiff of a spiciness going on there on top of a Belgian wit style ale. So I mean, it's gonna go really good. Those spices are gonna come. Oh yeah, that's what we got here. Those spices with those root vegetables in that salad are gonna pair really, really nicely. I think it's going to accentuate the spiciness, and like the savory root vegetables are going to be a little contrasting, but kind of like bring each other out as a result as well. Kind of each one will cleanse your palate so you don't get like too overwhelmed.
Well, because it is very savory, and it's and the great thing about the Belgian wit is that it's so crisp and refreshing, and it kind of adds, like you were saying, like the lemongrass and all that, and pair really well with that sweet ginger from the vinaigrette, and those kind of play off of each other, and so it really kind of lightly.
Yeah, and Joe designed that course as well, right? That dish,
hard on what he wanted with this beer. You were able to bring his idea to fruition. I think it was really exciting for him to come up with another feature to pair with it. Just like really brought that whole vibe together. So, but now to the last course. Going into, or not last course, but
third course.
The third course.
The mains.
The mains, right. So you have your bangers and COLCANNON. So, so we have a house-made banger sausage. That's a lot.
This is like a classic Irish meal right here. Bangers and COLCANNON. I mean, that's like that's it right there.
More classic than that.
Not really.
So you have a lot of warm spices and roasted garlic and all that stuff in the banger itself. We made them here in house, and then the COLCANNON mash. So COLCANNON's made a couple of different ways. Most of the time, it's either a very buttery mashed potato with kale or stewed cabbage.
Yeah.
I did both.
Oh, okay.
Why not? So there's herbs, cabbage, kale, a couple of different like garlic spices and whatnot, just to like really ground out this mash. There's a lot going on, but it's really good cold.
Yeah.
And then we have that sausage on top, and then we have a little bit of grain mustard gravy.
Ooh.
So it's kind of like a creamy, like a traditional creamy mustard, but we have all these like mustard or creamy gravy, but we have a bunch of those mustard tones that kind of carry over. So all of it's tied together really nicely for a really savory, delicious dish.
Very cool. Yeah. We paired that with Auspicious, which is our latest double IPA. Auspicious is very heavy on Calypso and Azacca hops, so it's got like some great tropical fruit notes. There's like some papaya, pineapple in there, but then also like Calypso. One of the things I love about Calypso hops, they got a slight like melon note that's like kind of like cantaloupe honeydew, and that really comes through on the finish. So it's very fruity, very tropical. It's quite light. It's not very bitter. A little bit fluffy on the mouthfeel. So I think like that fruitiness, that low bitterness is going to go really great with like savory mash and bangers and everything. It's going to be a really good palate cleanser for that and everything. It helps sort of cut through all the thick, savory graviness and everything of the bangers and mash. Yeah. It's a little. It's got a fluffy mouthfeel, but it's got a slight crispness to it as well, especially on the finish. There's this little crispness on the finish there too.
Yeah,
so it'll help cut through that a bit.
Well,
yeah, I really like how it came out. And it's a bit high too. It's like almost 9% alcohol, so it's like great for like a mains, for a hearty meal and everything, or for St. Patrick's Day. Let's admit it. Let's be honest here.
Lean into it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And then our dessert's kind of special for you as well. So we got a really nice dessert. Yeah, what do we have for that?
So for the dessert, we have a guava tart. It's a cashew crust on the base of the guava tart. You have guava white chocolate cream, a guava beer jam. So there's just like a couple of different layers of guava along with it. Honey lime yogurt, and then like a cool coconut popcorn crumble on the top. A lot of like tropical notes, a little bit of nuttiness, a little bit of sweetness with the white chocolate, and then you have that guava that's sweet, but also has that like a tinge of bitterness to it that just like really works well with beer.
Yeah.
And I guess we could talk about the beer too.
Yeah, because we paired it with a beer that you and I worked on. This is your beer, Waiting for Summer.
Yeah. Waiting for Summer. So Waiting for Summer was a tropical double dry hopped IPA, very delicious. Jimmy and I had worked on it. We called it Waiting for Summer because it just was very fitting for what we're hoping for right now.
Like this time of year, it's what everybody's doing. Everybody's like, summer, I want it now.
It's the summer.
What is it?
So,
that's
having that tropical of an IPA coming out right at this time is a very appropriate name. The pink guava that we had put in the beer when it was being made, and then in the finish as well. That was kind of an homage to my background, being Puerto Rican, having a lot of pink guava in a lot of the ways that we execute our hospitality among friends and whatnot. And it's what I think about. It's a big flavor for me that I always appreciate that you don't see as often as I would personally like to. Yeah. So, and coming with a beer that had like a little bit of signature me in it, that's kind of where we took that.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about what hops to use to bring out the more tropical notes, and even the yeast strain that we used as well, and bring like really just accentuate these tropical notes going on in there and everything to help and work with the guava and bring that all out and everything. It came out great, man. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Cool. So that's our dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and that you enjoyed your St. Patrick's Day, and that you're enjoying your beers as well. One last time, Sláinte. We'll see you guys next year, next month, April 18th. Sorry, April 18th is our next beer dinner. Put it on your calendars, and we'll see you guys then. Cheers.
Cheers.